everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's FX Videos, and today we're diving into the stock market action from October 15, 2024, and what we can expect heading into tomorrow, October 16th. Whether you're a seasoned investor or just starting out, you won't want to miss this breakdown. Let's get into it. Alright, so let's talk about today's market performance. We saw quite a bit of movement across the board. The S&P 500 was down slightly, about 0.3%, closing at 4,335. Investors seemed cautious today after some mixed economic data came in, including a weaker-than-expected retail sales report and continued concerns over inflation. These factors led to a more conservative approach across the market, with many traders holding off on major moves ahead of key corporate earnings reports later this week. The Dow Jones dropped 0.4%, mostly dragged down by losses in the energy and financial sectors, with companies like Chevron and JP Morgan seeing declines. Meanwhile, the Nasdaq was almost flat, inching up by 0.1%. Tech giants like Microsoft and Alphabet made some headlines with their earnings reports, beating expectations, but concerns over future growth kept gains in check. One of the key drivers today was the latest consumer spending report, which showed slower growth than expected. This has some investors worried that inflation could remain sticky, even as the Fed holds interest rates steady for now. Also, keep an eye on corporate earnings. Companies like Procter Gamble and Netflix reported solid numbers, showcasing strong demand and effective cost management. However, others like Ford and General Motors are struggling with rising costs and ongoing supply chain issues, which are impacting their profit margins and overall outlook. This mixed performance highlights the challenges many firms face in the current economic climate. Technology was mixed today, with some strong performances from AI and cloud companies but weaker results in semiconductor stocks. Energy stocks continued to struggle with oil prices slipping below $80 a barrel as global demand shows signs of cooling. The financial sector also had a rough day, with big banks like Bank of America and Citigroup reporting lower loan growth than expected. These results raised concerns about consumer demand and the overall health of the lending market, which could further pressure financial stocks in the coming days. Investors are closely watching how these trends might influence the bank's profitability and their ability to navigate a potentially slowing economy. So, what does this tell us? Investors are nervous about a possible slowdown in economic growth, and it's creating some volatility across different industries. Now, looking ahead to October 16th, here's what we should watch for. Corporate earnings reports. Tomorrow we'll hear from major players like Tesla, Johnson & Johnson, and IBM. Their guidance for Q4 could give us a better sense of where the market is heading for the rest of the year. Investors will be particularly interested in how these companies are managing inflationary pressures and supply chain challenges, as well as any insights they provide on consumer demand and future growth prospects. Fed meeting minutes. The Federal Reserve will be releasing the minutes from their last meeting, and traders will be dissecting every word to see if there's any hint of future rate hikes or cuts. If the Fed sounds more dovish than expected, we could see a rally. Jobs data. Some new labor market data will be released tomorrow morning, and if unemployment ticks up, that could weigh on the market, especially with consumer confidence already shaky. Overall, I'm expecting a choppy day. There's a lot of uncertainty out there, and we might see more cautious trading as investors wait for more clarity on the economy and corporate earnings. A few stocks to keep an eye on tomorrow. Apple AAPL, their latest product launch is being closely watched, especially in terms of how it impacts sales going into the holiday season. Tesla TSLA, after today's slight dip, tomorrow's outlook depends on whether they can continue their recent growth despite competition heating up in the EV space. JP Morgan JPM, with financials under pressure, this bank's earnings could set the tone for the entire sector. So, that's the market wrap for October 15, 2024, and a quick look ahead to tomorrow. If you found this breakdown helpful, Hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an update. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. What are you trading, and what's your forecast for tomorrow? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.